There we go. Sorry to keep you waiting. Live. How's everybody doing? Welcome to official channel of Chappyz. I didn't have time to change the thumbnail, so it still says altcoins, tonight, but it's off. It should say Chappyz official channel Chappyz tonight. Chappyz every night. From now on, Chappyz all the time. Hi guys, doing welcome to altcoins. Then no, I'm just kidding. We're gonna do altcoins, guys. We're gonna definitely do altcoins. There was no Bitcoin daily earlier today because I was a little bit busy. Then we had the barbecue and stuff like that. But now I have time. Kids are in bed, and I'm feeling okay. Drinking a little bit Coke, and I thought Bitcoin did pump a little bit, so there is exciting development on Bitcoin as well, Ethereum as well. So we're gonna check that out a little bit. We're gonna see. I don't think I've seen what's happening with Bitcoin and dominance over chart over here weekly. Yeah, dominant chart actually broke down big time. So the question is gonna bounce over here or not? So we're gonna check that as well. But we're mostly gonna talk about what's happening on the charts right now. Now the big moves right now are is Turbo. Unfortunately, I did sell Turbo because over here at 500%, it should have pull down over here. Now it did not pull down, and I don't know why, but we are definitely getting very, very close to that ending bull market, euphoria kind of stuff where everything pumps, just crazy levels. And these 5x move don't actually matter. So so Turbo over here had a 5x move, but I'm going to show you on Chappyz over here. Chappyz also had a 5x move, but it did pull down, right? So very, very normal 5x, not 5x, 6x move, 500% move towards the upside. And oftentimes when you have these kind of 5x moves, you pull down, especially in some kind of markets that are not, ending of the bull market markets. You pull down after 3x, 4x, 5x, whatever, 7, 6x, 10x, whatever, right? Turbo didn't do that. It didn't do, you know, 500%. Didn't pull back. Unfortunately, I sold Turbo, you know, so there is that. Right now, it's up, you know, from the bottom over here, 14x, 15x from the bottom right now, and it's still going. If you look at a little bit small time frames, I mean, over here, there was a channel. If you look at it over here on the chart, there was a little bit channel over here, but you know, everything is being broken up here. Right now, it's, you know, having a little bit trouble with the resistance up here, up the hill up here. Depending on how you draw this channel up here, it's having a little bit trouble with the resistance, but you can see up here how nicely it was holding the support level over here and then just exploded towards upside up here above the resistance level up here, pull back right up there again and towards upside. Also, these candles up here very, very bullish. It looks a little bit overextended and stuff like that when you look at the chart. When it comes to Turbo over here, there is, you know, huge divergence up here, but you know, we gotta squeeze that in a little bit up here on daily time frame. Maybe there is some kind of divergence up here, 12 hour up here. There is some kind of divergence. It is going with the full speed towards upside on big time frames, weekly and stuff like that. It is definitely very, very heat. Like every single one of these, you know, pumps over here, you know, came to this line over here, but right now we are above that line. It has an RSI about 93 on the weekly time frame. Is this the top or not? I don't know, because it is very, 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 very bullish chart. And if you look at the volume up here, I mean, the volume has been also steadily, you know, going towards upside up here on these moves towards upside. So there is definitely more movement towards upside for Turbo. Not saying anything yet. If we should say anything, you know, we should be looking at monthly time frame up here from these very, very bottoms over here. Right now, it's doing something like 114x or something like that. So, you know, Milan is probably some kind of very happy boy when it comes to that. But, you know, there is that. It does look very, very good. Chappyz also had a very, very nice move yesterday or the day before that, something like that, right? It had like 20% move up here towards upside, 16%, was at 22% at one point. Still not outside of this consolidation phase over here. But it is looking very, very bullish towards upside. So, you know, today, you know, we're gonna look at, you know, other altcoins, what's happening and stuff like that. But before we actually do that, how's everybody doing in chat, guys? Hope you're doing well. What's up, Bridge Cable? So no crash when you play Doge? Yeah, there was no crash when I played Doge Daddy. So, you know, we're still bullish. Can we make a Pepe Bonk VIF channel since these are coins I hodl? Well, we can definitely talk about it. I don't know if you can make the channel about them. So, you know, there is that. I remember you what we are talking about VIF over here when VIF wasn't actually doing anything, right? So a couple of weeks ago, VIF was actually still in red, right? It was going down over here and it was still in red. There is a 20 moving average over here, and right now it's coming back outside of his box towards upside. So I think VIF is gonna do another move towards upside very, very soon. But if you look at Pepe up here, you know, 2 weeks ago up here, you know, it was already, you know, pumping like crazy. Dogecoin over here, it kind of started going towards upside. It was looking a little bit like VIF over here. Shiba also was down here at the bottoms. Bonk was actually doing very well. So Bonk and Pepe were actually already having new all-time highs and, you know, continuing move towards upside. So there is definitely right now a lot of excitement when it comes to meme coins. So meme coins right now very much on fire. I'm a little bit unsure whether that's Base or Solana or which chain is right now the most popular. I haven't actually been that excited about crypto for the last 2 months, mostly because of Bitcoin, mostly because my coins have not been performing, mostly because I had other stuff to do, mostly because, you know, I haven't been sleeping well. So, you know, there's been a countless reason, but, you know, I just been kind of, you know, out of the entire thing and not been really excited about anything. So what's happening actually with Bitcoin? I don't know, should we start talking a little bit about Bitcoin and see what's actually Bitcoin doing over here? There's a lot of lines up here on the chart, so let me remove a couple of lines so we can actually see what's actually happening over here on the chart. So these are the lines that we had for a while, and you remember this channel down here inside this liquidity box down here. We went into that, we bounced off of that on the dollar, broke up here, and right now, you know, consolidating up here above the lines. Also, there is these two lines right over here. That's major support level. You can see that we entered that major support level, bounced off of that, and right now we just zigzagging over here on the sideways a little bit. Now, since most of these lines are already broken towards upside up here, since you know, the liquidity box already played out, since these are already holding support and it's bouncing, I think we can do this over here and just clean up everything on the chart and try to draw some new lines up here. Now, this over here is a very important topic, very important pivot point. So we can maybe say that maybe this over here is some kind of channel right now that's still flagging inside of that. Over here there was some kind of, you know, inverse head and shoulders pattern, and this target up here actually went all the way up to the target up here to the top up here, give or take something like that. So this inverse head and shoulders pattern already played out, but it's already looking okay, especially if you look at a weekly time frame up here. We are again coming to these very high levels up here at 70k. Now, hopefully this doesn't do the, you know, stupid move towards downside and does, you know, something like, you know, like this over here, and then, you know, bounce towards upside. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but it does look very good. Also, if you notice this, this is a weekly time frame over here. You'll see right now that we have a weekly close, and I don't know if you remember, but, you know, a couple of days ago or something like that, we talked about these kind of candles where you have a big box on the bottom with a wick towards upside. These are actually stupidly bullish candles over here, and when you get a, you know, couple in a row of these kind of candles, they are very bullish candles. Let me find, do we have any kind of something like this, but not quite there yet. Anyways, these are bullish candles, just trust me on this one, right? These are bullish candles. It does look very good, so, you know, but we are not out of there yet. We also see, we can also go to, you can see here I was checking Chappyz, but we can go to Google Trends, and you'll see that, you know, the euphoria is still not over here just yet, right? Irish restaurant. This Irish restaurant just got a new Michelin star. So there's that. Bitcoin. Norway. No, not Norway. Worldwide. Past 12 months. Something went wrong. You can see up here, I mean, the euphoria is not there at all. I mean, we are right now as low as we can get. 38 on this this chart over here. Right now, I'm most excited, you know, in Nigeria are most excited, in Brazil are most excited about, of course, El Salvador always 100 up here at the top. But Nigeria and El Salvador are definitely most excited about. Let's go a little bit more back, 5-year time frame over here and see what Bitcoin is doing. If it can load, please load, or else we don't have a show. What's up, Wes? How you doing, man? Danny, what's up? Who sold the turbo pump and bought Chappyz low today? I don't know. Wasn't me. Yo, Demut, how you doing, man? Falling wedge. I don't know about it. So here we go, full chart of Bitcoin, last 5 years. This is 2021 bull market up here. You'll see the excitement, the pumps, the moves. Right now we don't see that. Let's go even more back, 12 months, not 12 months. Let's go 2004 to present over here. So we'll see up here that the excitement is actually going down. So I don't know if you can actually draw the line over here. Maybe this is some kind of top over here, but the excitement is very low. Actually, the excitement is very low last 5 years over here. And I mean, it is like over here in September 23. Where is January 2023? This is January 2023. If you remember January 2023, that is when the Bitcoin was down at 15k and start pumping towards upside. So you can see up here, you know, all the way until September 2023, it was actually going down. And then suddenly, you know, something happened up here around 40, when we broke 30k or something like that. Excitement, you know, started rallying and we pulled back again. We pulled back actually too fast for me to think that this is, you know, oftentimes these euphoria phases, they do last for a while before they actually go towards downside. So you get right now at something like, you know, 20 levels over here. Down here it was 19, 2019. There was 16 over here at one point. Over here there was 15. Could, you know, the move come even lower towards downside? I don't know. It could that, but if Bitcoin starts pumping to 80, 90k, I think it's gonna be very interesting. Now, more important than Bitcoin is Pepe. Let's search Pepe and last 5 years, but over here Pepe was actually exploding. So let's go last 12 months and look at what's been happening to Pepe up here. Excitement, big excitement up here in September 2020, excitement up here. Right now excitement is climbing again. Let's see Dogecoin. I think Dogecoin is a better, you know, analysis of what's happening. You see up here there was huge euphoria up here in March 2024. Let's go 5 years back. And you can see down here, I mean, we are definitely, but there is no euphoria just yet. So the reason Dogecoin is better indicator of the trend in euphoria in crypto is because most retail are buying, you know, these meme coins and stuff like that, especially Dogecoin, right? But we can see that right now, I mean, these small pumps and stuff like that, yeah, I mean, there was some excitement, but nothing like this, not even close. There is no move towards the upside. Now, I do like to watch the Dogecoin over here when it comes to trends, because it does tell you, you know, when the excitement is in. And as you can see right now, the excitement is not quite there just yet. Close, not there just yet. Bitcoin is doing very, very nicely over here. There is a new line on the chart, something like this, give or take. We haven't broken down that line just yet. Could pull back down to the line up here. This over here is a channel, something like this, go over here towards the upside. Right now we're still waiting for maybe this breakout towards the upside, although I think it already broke, but the fact that we are not pumping tells me that we are not broke. So maybe this channel is a little bit more interesting right now, because since oftentimes when you have channels and you break those channels and you start doing this over here, it's probably some kind of other channel that's actually holding you back, right? Because once actually the legit channel is broken, you should actually do this move towards upside. We are not quite there yet. Check it, falling wedge on Ethereum. I don't know, man, this looks like a rising wedge to me. Up here, it had a nice curvature towards upside up here. Let me see a bigger time frame up here when it comes to Ethereum up here. This to me looks like a little bit like exhaustion pattern, but you know, it is holding the support very, very nicely so far. So we're gonna see if it bounces up here towards upside, if it breaks down, goes into another consolidation box before it actually moves. But right now it just consolidated. It's consolidating an uptrend over here. There is also a little bit rise in the momentum up here towards upside, which is actually very, very good. We like that. Let me see other indicators over here. This is on the 12-hourly. Let's go to the daily. Daily chart has a little bit rising volume up here, still sitting up here at these 70 levels. Consolidation has been already happened. Let's go to the weekly time frame over here. Bullish cross happening again on the chart right now. We came down to the 50 levels on the weekly time frame and pumped when it came to Ethereum. So you know, it's, you know, we are still holding this bullish trend up here towards upside, and this bullish trend has been going on since down here, since, you know, 2K levels right now, and right now it's doing this move. I need to analyze this better, because this over here, it's a little bit, you know, is this double top over here, or is this gonna do something else towards the upside? It's very exciting. But right now we're coming to these very, very important levels, right? So Ethereum is back up there at 4K levels. Bitcoin is back up there at you know, 70K levels. Hopefully these levels break rather sooner than later, and once they actually do, you know, meme coins to the moon. That said, when it comes to the meme coins, we had a very interesting development when it comes to Bitcoin dominant chart. What you're gonna see here, this bearish engulfing candle below the 10 moving average, right now sitting on the support level down here at 53%, and I think this is very, very likely to break down. Maybe a little bit more move towards upside, but very, very likely to break towards downside, because this entire trend towards upside is actually already broken, right? There was first this one trend over here, then it came inside this expanding musical instrument that broke down, then came inside this channel. But what you can see on the chart is that the trend is weakening, and with this move over here, the trend is weakening even more. And these kind of moves, you know, technically they can weaken for a very, very long time, but oftentimes like 2-3 times before they actually just, you know, everybody loses interest and it just drop down, you know, like a brick. So we are looking at the Bitcoin dominance. We are waiting for this move towards downside, but it kind of already started happening, guys. Kind of already started happening. We can already see that on altcoins. Right now, altcoins are doing actually quite nicely. Everything kind of bottom out, and right now it's slowly moving towards upside. So I think it's only a matter of time before this actually goes towards downside. That said, once this actually goes towards downside, it is these kind of moves towards downside where everything just crashes, and pretty much, you know, altcoins explode towards upside against Bitcoin. That means that Bitcoin cannot do 100% move, because if Bitcoin does 100% move and altcoins do a 50% move, that would mean that Bitcoin dominance should move towards upside. On the other hand, if Bitcoin does a 50% move and altcoins do, you know, 2-3 for 100% move towards upside, the dominance should drop down like a brick, and it is getting very, very exciting. So this is actually what I was looking for, the weekly candle close. If you remember last week, we talked about 4 days left, 3 days left, 2 days left. We are looking for this breakdown down here below this standard moving average. This is very important because if you invert chart over here, you know, bullish engulfing candle above the moving averages, even above the resistance level over here, if you could call that resistance level, it's technically support level because this inverted chart, this is extremely bearish on the chart right now. If this was, you know, if this was looking like this, you know, people would be, you know, buying this like crazy up here, and this is the move that's about to come. That said, that means that altcoins right now, it's the perfect time to look at altcoins and what is actually happening. So we need some kind of pump soon. What happened to the 400 million account? Went to zero, man. What do you think? How's R-Wave doing? We're gonna check it out. Flocky is fire. Let me check Flocky because we've been talking about a little bit about meme coins. Let me go over down here. I got a Flocky in the chart, 22.2% right now. It's outperforming Pepe, Dogecoin, Shiba, Bonk, VIF, Elon, Baby Doge. It's outperforming everything. You go to daily time frame. This is the move right now. That's why people are telling me to watch stuff. And the most important part over here is that this resistance level up here actually is broken. I think, like, even if you draw it over here, I mean, if it is broken, like, yeah, this is very nice. It is broken. It is broken. Technically not broken because we don't have a daily close, but if this stays like up here, we can expect, you know, more movements towards upside over here when it comes to Flocky, because, you know, these rising channels breaking towards upside, and, you know, they can just continue. It looks good, man. It's up 22%. It looks very, very good. R-Wave, I think R-Wave was also doing well right now. Let me go check R-Wave. Where did I put my R-Wave? I do, you know, every time I scroll through my list, I do always see R-Wave because it's always like, you know, pumping or doing something with big numbers, but I cannot find it right now. Let's see, R-Wave. How do you write R-Wave? R-Wave Tether. Maybe this one. R-Wave. Was it R or something else? Wow, this actually performed very well. Right now, pulling back. It's doing this right now. This move down over here, but I'm a little bit because it failed to break the resistance level. Right over here, there was a resistance level. There was a bearish engulfing candle, but bearish engulfing candle did not break the 10 moving average. So I think there is a very good chance for this to continue bouncing towards upside. There is also very, very nice lines over here on R-Wave. It goes something like this over here from the bottoms right now, and there is a channel up here. So we are waiting for the channel to break towards upside. But I might be on the bottom over here though. So if we are expecting everything to, you know, pump eventually and go towards upside, R-Wave should bounce from these levels because it does look like it's on the bottom. Well, also on R-Wave right now, it's trying to do bullish engulfing candle on the monthly time frame, which is also, of course, very, very nice. So what we just said about the small time frames over here, that this might be bottom, it just might be the case, and it's looking for this bounce towards upside up here, eventually outside of the channel. Because if this bullish engulfing candle does, in fact, you know, stand over like this over here, and we break the bullish engulfing candle towards upside over here, there's gonna be very, very nice continuation towards upside. So these big time frames are very, very important when it comes to the movements. So the fact that we are actually doing the, you know, bullish engulfing candle on the monthly time frame is very, very good. VeChain, can you look at OP? Can you look at this? Can you look at that? No. Let's go look at XRP, guys. Let's look at XRP. What is happening to XRP up here? It is down here at the bottom still. It did, you know, a 43% move towards downside. I'm still looking at this line above it over here. You can see I drew it like, you know, like a madman, but it goes something like this over here. I would say it goes something like this over here, give or take, you know, without being, you know, too what am I gonna say, without being too precise. It's some kind of consolidation pattern up here, so we are looking for either breakout above or down, but it is on the support level. I mean, if you look at the big time frames over here, it's been holding these support levels on the downside for a very, very long time over here, and it kind of broke that a little bit towards the downside over here. But we also know that as soon as XRP pumps, it's pretty much over. So, you know, another one of these charts that's very important to follow is XRP, because every time XRP pumps, we got some kind of local top on everything, right? It's either local top or bull market top. It depends on how much you pump, but once you pump, it's pretty much over, right? But I'm definitely looking right now for XRP to go up a little bit more eventually. Let me look at the other coins. There was another one I want to look at. Yeah, Link is up 10% right now. And you can see the line towards downside. I don't remember what I was talking about, but you know, maybe it was I was thinking it's gonna pull back. But a lot of coins are actually doing these kind of boxes on the downside over here. So they had a big move towards downside. This is a weekly time frame. Inside the box right now, climbing again outside of that box towards the upside. So Link is definitely right now doing well. And if you look at the daily time frame up here, it's slowly climbing towards the upside. Let's pop out the moving averages. It's above all moving averages, slowly climbing towards the upside, breaking resistance level. It looks very, very good. Even on the weekly time frame, it's getting back above the moving averages over here towards the upside. Definitely looks good for everything right now. Which other coins are very interesting that people like to talk about? Solana. How much Solana did from the bottom towards top? I mean, we're just gonna look at from this bottom over here, but it did, you know, 100x on the dollar, guys. Solana unfortunately did 100x. When something does 100x, unfortunately, there will be selling. There was a huge amount of selling over here on Solana right now, and Solana right now is pulled back something like 40% right now is going again. So I'm not saying that this is any kind of top or anything like that, but Solana did, you know, do a 100x move towards upside. 100x move towards upside up here from these very, very bottoms towards top. That's a 100x move towards upside, pulling back, still inside the trend over here, and I'm a little bit unsure, you know, how high can Solana go, but I can definitely see it again going up to these levels up here. Can Solana do another 100x? I don't think so. I gotta be honest, man. It already did 100x. Can it do 1000x? Maybe, but it's already, you know, this is one of these coins that is, you know, very, very much, you know, everybody bought Solana. Everybody who want to buy Solana bought Solana, so there will be a lot of trading. They're just waiting. I think they're just waiting when it comes to Solana just for exit liquidity, so you can sell big amounts of those 100x. Because this is not any kind of small coins. I mean, the guys that's been buying Solana down here at these bottoms over here, they got, you know, anything from 100x to something like let's say that you bought at the top over here, you got something like, you know, 3x right now. Yeah, okay, 3x over here. Down here you got a 5x or something like that, right? So even a small moves towards upside, but you know, it is quite big difference though. It is actually extremely big difference. So you know, buying these bottoms over here, give this is actually 100. Sorry, what was I looking at? 1000x. 10x. Sorry guys, sorry, I'm very sorry. Solana did not do 100x. Solana did 10x. Unfortunately, I'm very sorry, but you know, I cannot read numbers. 1000% is 10x. It's not 100x. So Solana did 100x. From the very bottom over here, it did you know, 15x, and from the very, very bottom down here, you know, when Bitcoin started pumping, it did 25x or something like 25. So right now, you know, maybe there is, you know, probability that Solana does something like, you know, 100x up here towards upside up here, you know, I don't know, where is 100x there? That's 100x up here towards upside. That means Solana needs to do how much left? You know, only 3-4x towards upside, and it's gonna do 100x towards upside, which is not abnormal. If you look at, for example, Phantom previous bull market did, you know, 100x or 1000x or something like that. Crazy moves on Phantom last bull market. Where is Phantom up here? There is Phantom. Let me look at Phantom up here. I remember Phantom from over here, from the very bottoms up here towards the top up here. It already did something like, you know, 53x, and to the all the way to the top it did, you know, 2000x towards upside. 2000x, and I'm reading this correctly. This is 20,000%. So 20,000% is 2000x. It did 2000x from the very, very bottom, but I remember it very well because I was also looking at over here, and I was, you know, thinking that, you know, it already did big time. Even from this bottom over here, it did, you know, something like 200% towards upside. 2000% is 200x. Sorry, 2000% is 200x. Is this 20x? 20? Why am I making this is 20x, and over here this is 220. It didn't do 2000x. Why am I missing? From this bottom over here, it did 27,000. 274x, right? From the very bottom of, yeah, from the very bottom of Corona, it did 2000x. From the very bottom of Corona, it did 2000x, right? So there is definitely, you know, a probability that some coins are gonna do very well. Solana is one of these coins right now. I think it's still gonna go towards upside. One of the main targets for Solana is up here at 250, 259, give or take. So we're definitely looking at that. And there's that. Ethereum Classic has also been, Ethereum Classic has been going inside this channel for a while. Pull back down when Ethereum pulled down. You can see this big buying wicks on the bottom side. Exploded up here. Right now going through this consolidation phase over here. But if Ethereum continues going towards upside, every single time Ethereum pumps, this thing pumps as well. Let's go and check out Ethereum Bitcoin chart. And Ethereum Bitcoin chart is again at the resistance level that we've been watching for a very, very long time. And it still haven't broken it just yet. So it is very, very close, but I haven't, not broken it just yet. This is a weekly time frame. Let's go to monthly time frame. Monthly time frame up here, still 4 days left. If it does that, then you got this, on the monthly time frame, some kind of double bottom above the resistance level. That means that this, next month already, this can actually start pumping big time. If that's the case, guys, in 1-2 months, we just might see major altcoin rally on all of the coins. If that does happen, the bull market is done within the next 3-4 months. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. That's my prediction. That's what I think. I think that, once Ethereum breaks this channel towards the upside, once dominance actually over here start breaking down here towards the downside, if these two things happen, Ethereum starts pumping above, 4K, Bitcoin starts pumping above 70K, you see altcoins doing 20-30% a day, which we already see right now, a little bit on some coins. If you see, your grandma, granddad starting buying, you see your co-workers asking you about Bitcoin and Dogecoin and Pepe and these kind of coins. If you see Elon Musk starting to tweet about memes, it's pretty much over, guys. It's pretty much over. And once that happens, it cannot last for another year. That's the problem. Once that all of these indications starts happening, it cannot last for 1 year. It can last for a couple of months, but that's it. That's it. Right, so once this starts happening, we are looking for a couple of months at least of pumps, and it's pretty much over. So that means that it's very early 2024. I mean, I hope it goes, until a little bit longer than that before it actually pumps. But right now, I think it's it's a very good time to pump. Everything is kind of calm. People are a little bit on vacation. Maybe when they start coming back from vacation, they're gonna start FOMO in, and there's that. Tila, have you seen Chappyz? What do you think if I've seen Chappyz? What do you think if I've seen Chappyz? It's up 28%. It's up 28%. It's just bouncy. But what I was actually looking at Chappyz, when it comes to Chappyz, is resistance levels over here, give or take, right? And there was also very, very nice line down here at the bottom, because it kind of burst, this downtrend over here was broken over here somewhere, and it started doing this uptrend right over here. So if you see on Chappyz over here right now, the last part up here is actually climbing slowly towards the upside, and right now we are coming above that level. So if Chappyz can actually start breaking this towards upside, it might be some kind of local top and pullback and whatnot. But if you can actually do that, there is a very good chance for Chappyz actually to continue towards upside, the way I see it over here, especially this bottom down here where it pulled back. So there is that. Of course I've seen Chappyz. You pumping Chappyz, man. Of course I'm pumping Chappyz. No, I haven't been pumping Chappyz, but I did see that Chappyz is very, very popular right now, trending and stuff like that, right? So there is that. DXY, we haven't been talking about the DXY for a long time. DXY is right now sitting at the bottom of this channel. I think there is a very good chance for this to break towards the downside. The reason for that is these, mountains over here. I'm always talking about these double mountains. These double mountains are very, very bearish. And right now we are expecting another move towards downside when it comes to DXY. Stock market, not so much, we are not really interested in stock market. Today's low seems such an obvious buy. It bounced off the daily 20 with a daily 10 and 20 looking prime for upside. All hindsight, I guess. It usually happens that way. It usually is when you look back at, charts that you figure out, oh my God, why didn't I do that, right? Now, somebody has been talking about, meme coins up here. There's a meme coin called Grok, and I'm just looking it up here at the chart because I've had always open this on the weekly time frame. Let's go to the weekly time frame up here. This is Grok over here. And you'll see something on Grok up here that's very interesting. For example, over here, I'm not saying this is a good buy or anything like that, but what you're gonna see, let's go to small time frames over here. Why don't I see, this is Grok USDT spot, maybe it's BitChat. Which chart is this over here? Grok. Spot BitChat, Polnex maybe. It's not Polnex. This is a weekly chart. Interesting. Gate.io. Yeah, it might be Gate.io chart that I have up there. But I was looking at this move over here during this consolidation part. You can see the volume up here slowly going down because it's consolidating up here still. So there is definitely a lot of interesting thing that's happened. For example, on Grok up here, you can see that you know, after a big move, it pulled back down. So this over here, this part over here is consolidation part. Just consolidation is our option, right? Or a reaccumulation part over here. It went down, first pump, pull back, reaccumulation part, and then it goes towards upside. But it looks like you're already breaking towards upside. But this isn't very special for Grok or anything like that. I'm just saying it because I'm seeing the chart up there right now. But this consolidation part is very, very interesting. For example, over here, see up here, the volume during consolidation went big time towards downside, consolidating, and right now starting with again towards upside. VeChain looks yummy. I haven't looked at VeChain in a while. Let's check out how VeChain is actually doing. Where is VeChain? VeChain 3.6 right now, still inside this box up here. Not much is actually happening. No big moves, but it looks like, you know, you see this 10, 20, 50, 10, 20, 200 moving average, how nicely it sits on the moving averages over here inside this box up here. So I think it's just waiting for the next move towards the upside. Most important up here is the weekly time frame. We got this doji down here on the weekly, start climbing towards the upside. So it still needs to break up here these kind of levels over here. That's a 10, 20 moving average, which is major resistance level over here at 0.04. There's, you know, the previous bottom up here, but you know, it often starts like this, right? It often starts with these very, very small moves. You think nothing is happening, 3-4% moves, but you know, every day is like 3-4% moves, and suddenly before you know it, it's already up like 30%, and then it starts pumping like 10% a day, and before you know it, it's up like 13%, then it's pretty much over, right? But often, you know, all the charts start with small moves. 3%, 2%, 5%, you don't even notice it. And that's what everybody wants. Everybody wants, charts that nobody noticed. Oh my God, what happened over here? I just looked at it and, I don't know, was it Raphael or Wesley who had this over here? But unfortunately, Call Crypto is in chat. How you doing, man? I don't know, but after this big move down, look how much, it's pumped 100%, and right now it's back down again. And I don't know what's happening with, unfortunately, I don't know what's happening anymore with Radix, because Radix pulled back. This is one of the coins that Ivan on Tech shilled a lot on his channel, and I don't think he's shilling it anymore because it's just not performing at all. And I don't know who said it, but there might be a lot of selling behind the curtains from the developers. I don't know. I just don't know. But it's never a good thing when it goes back down to starter. Chappyz to the moon, Eddie. V-channel Sammy, yeah. Do we have any other big pumpers today? So Bonk is up 12% today, VIF is up 14%, Flock is up 23%. So Shiba 5, Dogecoin only 1.4%, Pepe up 3%, but not much. So these meme coins are actually doing okay-ish. Pixel, I don't know what's happening, Pixel, man. Pixel, dumped down big time over here. Another one of these coins. I will never listen to Ivan on Tech shilling me coins again. I literally won't ever. Every single time he shills coins, they don't do well. Engine coin is up 12% up here. There was this channel up here. I was expecting engine coin up here to continue pumping towards the upside, but it went too fast. Pulled back down to support level, bottom down here. Went below the channel. Right now back inside the channel, breaking above these moving averages towards upside. So there's a very good chance right now that these gaming and metaverse coins might actually perform well. Sandbox also down here. There is a lot of boxes. I don't know if you guys noticed, but there is a lot of these you know, accumulation boxes right now happening all over the place. And most people, they don't notice. Like you just saw earlier on the stream where we looked at the trends on Bitcoin and Dogecoin, the euphoria is not here. The retail is not here. Nobody cares about Bitcoin or meme coins right now. I mean, everybody's still just waiting for the big moves. But, you know, when they're waiting, nobody cares, you know, this happens, you know. Somebody is buying, somebody is waiting. And when big moves come, it's pretty much too late, right? Gala holds well. Gala holds well. Let me see over here. I do have Gala up here on chart, 4.7%. Gala also did well, but it didn't go all the way down to the bottom of here. It just came to the midline of the channel. We are looking at Gala up here. When it was starting break, there was a major level of resistance over here. You can see it was trying to hold that resistance. This was a, you know, distribution phase, pull back down, going right now inside this, you know, a reaccumulation zone before it actually gets back above the resistance level over here and continues towards the upside. So it's consolidating really hard. It feels really greedy of me to be frustrated at VIF and Bonk only being up 12% with Turbo and Chappyz are up 30%. Am I the only one who has this crypto pump envy? Seems so degenerate. Nah, I think it's pretty normal. Like, I'm happy for everybody making money, but when others are making money and I'm not making money, I'm like, you know, you think a little bit about yourself. You understand? Can you look at Cardano? Yeah, 1 minute Cardano ever pump. Will it ever pump? Right now sitting at 0.46. Cardano also had these double mountains up here, pullback. Right now, again, inside the box, nothing's happening. Like I told you guys, a lot of coins have these boxes right now, these blue boxes. They had the double mountains, pullback inside a box. These are a reaccumulation zone, the way I see it. And the next moves are going to be pretty major and pretty big once they actually start happening. So we are waiting for the next move. We don't believe the bull run is over. Bitcoin dominance needs to crash. Altcoin needs to pump. Bitcoin needs to go to 80, 90k. Ethereum needs to go, you know, to 5, 6k. Ethereum Bitcoin chart needs to, you know, explode towards the upside. There is a whole bunch of stuff that needs to happen for us to say, okay, guys, now everything happened. You know, it's going down. Why GG for gaming? I think I heard about this once before. I do have some kind of lineup here. I don't know why. It has a very, over here it has a very nice trend line up here. It's still following the trend line, so it looks like it's on this, some kind of bottom. Is bouncing a little bit up here. Give or take up here. Something like this, right? It looks like some kind of bottom up here. It still haven't broken down, so it's all good. But it needs to, you know, continue bouncing from over here. But it did this very big move towards upside. How much is this over here? 300%, so it's right now pulling back. Let's go bigger time frames over here. Yeah, I mean, monthly time frame looks good. Like over here, this is not bearish engulfing candle, did not break the moving averages. Right now bouncing off of 10-20 moving averages up here. So there is a very good chance on the monthly time frame that you know, it might continue pumping. Right, because we don't have a big monthly candles. I mean, this is it, guys. This is monthly candle. Right now we had a big move, and right now we're consolidating down here at the bottom. Zept to puke, para hodl. I don't zap here. I think I heard about this once before, but I can honestly, I don't think I have any lines on this over here. Yeah, this doesn't, this looks very, you know, it's coming back down to this bottom, so maybe it's gonna bounce. I don't know what it is. You can see up here that it hit this same bottom up here, almost on the dollar down here. So maybe it's coming very close to some kind of bottom over here, right? At least in this, you know, downtrending move. How much was this move from bottom down here? This is a 93% move. I don't know, man. If it was like 60-70%, which is normal, I would say no problem. If it was like 40-50%, I would say nah, it's good, it's just consolidation. But when it's down 93% on the move down, man, I don't know. Why is it down 93%? How much did it pump? It pumped 25x. I don't know what this is, but it's on MXC, so there is that. Anyways, guys, I think we looked at a little bit of coins. I told you what's happening with Bitcoin and stuff like that. Not so much actually, but you know, it does look good over here. We are hoping it goes down. I'm down just 40% with gamble money. Then it's fine, man. You're gonna do fine. Anyways, guys, we're gonna end the Chappyz altcoin, the Chappyz tonight live stream official over here, and we're gonna come back tomorrow stronger and harder with Bitcoin daily, because we gotta wait those 4 days, guys. We gotta 4 more days until Bitcoin does monthly candle, guys. Until Bitcoin does this monthly candle, it's happening 4 days and 3 hours. It is gonna be this week. This is the alpha and omega candle. It's gonna be very, very good if we get a bullish engulfing candle on the monthly time frame, which nobody expected. You remember down here when we had, you know, bearish engulfing candle down here, and everybody was like, yeah, man, that's bearish. And I said, no, that's not bearish, that's pullback. Why? Because it does happen often. This is normal. It didn't break anything. It just went back a little bit. And right now we are pumping like crazy, which is very good. So we need to wait 4 more days to see, you know, last week it was, you know, waiting 4 more days for a weekly close. Right now it's waiting 4 more days for a monthly close. But it is very important, and we're gonna do that. So Bitcoin the daily tomorrow morning, hopefully. And guys, thank you for stopping by. By the way, I did not tell you, but we do have indeed, in fact, a public Telegram channel. It's free. You're welcome to join. You know, I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying it's there. Anyways, guys, enjoy the day. I'm gonna go and, you know, maybe eat a little bit. I think my wife told me to, you know, clean downstairs. I think I have to do that. If not, when she wakes up, there is no breakfast for me. Guys, thank you for stopping by. Enjoy the gains. Bye-bye. Outro.